Groot smeared mud on his head, and the next second sprouts emerged from his head. Soon his entire head was covered with leaves, but before long, these tender leaves withered and fell off. After that, Groot returned to the hot spring area, like a stick measuring the water level. The depth was just right and the temperature was very comfortable, so he jumped into the spring for a bath without hesitation. He plugged the small crater with mud and caught a rainbow worm to use as body wash. Instantly, the entire spring became extraordinarily colorful. Then he smeared mud on his head again and covered his whole body with it, starting to enjoy his moment of relaxation. But to his surprise, after waking up from a nap, he found that his entire body was covered with green leaves. Seeing himself like this, Groot was startled. What was worse, he could barely walk, though he soon realized these were just leaves. He immediately came up with an idea. He transformed his fingers into wooden scissors and designed a fashionable hairstyle for himself. But the next second, the leaves on his body suddenly withered completely. Groot didn't understand why, so he smeared mud on his head again, and instantly the sprouts grew out again. However, just as he was feeling proud, the leaves withered completely again. With no other choice, he could only smear mud over and over again, trying out all kinds of the most fashionable and eye-catching hairstyles. He was having a great time, but beside him, the sleeping rainbow bird had already been woken up. Meanwhile, Groot didn't realize he had made himself a princess dress with the leaves and started imitating the posture and manners of a princess. The rainbow bird couldn't stand it anymore, quickly flew to Groot's head and pecked off all the leaves with one strike. Looking at Groot in such a disheveled state, the rainbow bird watched him mockingly and with satisfaction. Groot ran toward the spring again to dig up mud, but by this time the spring had dried up. When the last leaf on his body fell off, Groot felt very sad. Just then, the rainbow bird mocked him again, but the heartbroken Groot suddenly showed a mysterious smile, and soon a scarf made of 7 colored feathers appeared around his neck.